We're going to have a quick look at the block reversal trade and the slower, steadier part of a block reversal trade. So I've talked about these types of trades before. We saw this today in the Bund. This was the open, this is on a 5-minute chart. Open, small test up, liquidation down. We then, having had a bounce, have another shot lower, but instead of continuing this, we'd form a little block. That's your block reversal. Onto a VPOC as well, which was down here at 76. So the block starts to form on top of the VPOC. You get one attempt lower and immediately market turns from there. So it's rejected an attempt lower, we move back up, we break the block, and you get the typical quick move up initially. That says everyone who's short in here liquidates. What you're then looking for is a pullback that finds absorption, buyers here, before then a steady grind higher to take back the entire range back up towards previous highs. I'll show you this on a ladder, and what we want to be looking at here, is this is the move, and we're looking for the move down towards 86 as your chance to buy. So that's going to be your level to try and buy at. And I'll put a bid in down there just so we can see it. That's your level that you want to try and buy. Now, you're expecting this to be a reasonably steady move. You're not expecting lots to be going on here. So what we're focusing on really is that any selling doesn't get aggressive, it doesn't get particularly fast, and that even if there is any kind of pickup in selling, it's absorbed quite quickly. What I mean by that is bids will come back relatively quick and won't allow the market to get offered at that price. This is inherently a slower, steadier part of the move. So you just see 265 trades down, 350 is now traded, the bids come back. So there's your first little bit of absorption. Just what you want to see. You don't want to see a market finding it easy to trade through these prices. So now just a little bit of sideways trade, 88, 89. Remember, 86 is the area that we want to try and buy. So it's managed to get an offer at 88. You're not seeing any further selling, really. Quite steady in the next bit of selling. And again, now that we've gone off at 87, there's no rush to sell 86. A little bit of trade has come down there, just giving us a fill at 86. But again, no real rush. See, 400's just traded down. The bid remains. It was offered, back onto the bid. There's no one really following through on this. There's no continuation of selling to 85 and lower. There we go, once again, offered. It's now traded 800 at 86. This is what you want to see, 840 at 86. That's a sign of absorption. We've never seen more than about 300 on this bid. So what you try to do is not a case of saying, this is absorption, look what it looks like. It's a case of saying, I want to try and buy it here, and what are you looking for that to happen? You're looking for some absorption. So when you start to see that, you can now have greater confidence in taking this trade on. We've now traded nearly 1,000 lots at 86. It's gone offered, but it's never had an offer more than 100. So that's showing that all the selling into 86 is being matched by people continually putting a bid back. They're absorbing that, absorbing any kind of selling down there. This then should result in a reversal up. You're already looking for that reversal up. So unless you start seeing further selling into 85s, there we go, another 230. So we now traded nearly 1,300 lots down here without any ability to drop the price. Then you're looking for trade higher into 87, and slowly the next leg of the move, we'll see an easier move up. It'll be a much more comfortable move towards the upside. If I speed this up for you. It should be showing a slightly quicker pace now, where it doesn't quite seem it. You're then going to start seeing now we've moved the bid higher. So now buyers who were trying to buy 86s, if they didn't get in on that first 1,000, are now going to have to pay higher prices. You don't see the offers holding around much either. 200 trades up, bid goes straight up. So this is when now you're getting the release. There we go, another 100 up, 200 onto the bid. So what's happening here is the sellers are getting out the way. When it traded down, you could sell 1,000 and the buyers didn't move. So that's showing passive buying, people are absorbing that. To the upside though, sellers are just getting out of the way. You trade 100 into them and no one comes back to sell. All they do is they get filled for 100 and then just step back. That's what you're looking for on a passive reversal trade or passive continuation here. So it's a reversal of this move, but it's a continuation of this block trade. So you're looking for that type of action at 86 to get you in. It's then a case of the next leg of the move, you should see a smoother move up as this market then just drifts on towards the upside. So something to watch out for in future. That's a prime example of an absorption. That would not be the place to get out, just exiting the trade. That would not be the place to get out there, but that's a prime example of an absorption to set you up for the further move towards the upside.